Have you ever woken up and immediately felt heavy, not tired, not sad, just off? Like your mind is foggy before the day even begins. You sit up, grab your phone, scroll, maybe drink water, try to get going, but something inside resists. And you don't know why. You want to be productive, you want to follow through, you want to feel good, but your brain feels like it's working against you. You try harder, you make a plan, you write down goals, and maybe for a day or two things go well, but then it creeps back, the fog, the friction, the fatigue, and suddenly you're stuck again. 2. Why most advice doesn't work. Everyone tells you to just stay consistent, build habits, hustle harder, get 1% better every day. But no one tells you what to do when your mind stops cooperating. When no productivity hack is enough, when no app can break the loop, when no quote or gym session lifts the weight. And here's the truth. No one says out loud. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your internal state. If your nervous system is overloaded, if your mind is scattered, if your body is stuck in stress, you can't build anything on top of that. You need to reset, recenter, reclaim your baseline. That's where this ritual comes in. 3. The Forgotten Story, Tokyo, 1984. In the early 80s, deep in the heart of Tokyo, a clinical psychologist named Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka was facing a crisis in mental health treatment. He was working at a psychiatric facility known for housing Japan's most extreme psychological cases, patients who were no longer violent or manic, but vacant. One case changed everything. A 42-year-old CEO had suffered what seemed like a total psychological shutdown. He had built a multi-million-dollar company, was a respected speaker, a father of 3. Then, without warning, he stopped speaking, stopped showing up to work, stopped responding to the world around him. For weeks, he lay in a hospital bed, awake, eyes open, but gone. Therapists couldn't reach him. Medication did nothing. Group therapy was a dead end. Nothing touched the fog inside his mind. Most doctors gave up, but Dr. Tanaka didn't. He began asking a different question. What if we're doing too much? What if we're overwhelming a system that's already shut down? He wondered. What is the smallest possible act a person can take, even when they feel completely disconnected from reality? Not movement, not talk therapy, not goal setting, just presence. And from this question, the ritual was born. 4. The Silent Anchor, a ritual for reset. The silent anchor is deceptively simple. No apps, no journals, no affirmations, just 2 minutes, done every morning. It has 3 steps. Step 1, the breath. Breathe in through the nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through the mouth for 4 seconds. Repeat 3 times. This is known as box breathing, used by Navy SEALs, trauma therapists, and mindfulness teachers. It sends a direct signal to your body. We are safe. We are present. It interrupts survival mode. Step 2, the focus point. Choose one object in your space. It doesn't matter what it is, a paperclip, a light switch, a small crack in the wall, your doorknob. Now stare at it for 60 seconds without looking away. This is harder than it sounds. Your mind will try to wander. Your eyes will want to shift, but just hold the gaze. What happens is powerful. Your scattered attention collapses into one point. You reclaim your focus. You exit mental chaos. Step 3, the phrase. Softly whisper one phrase to yourself. I am in control. This is my reset. I choose my state. Or one that resonates with you. This phrase becomes a cue, a switch. Not a positive affirmation, but a commitment. You're telling your nervous system, we begin now. This is the first domino, and that's it. No performance, no outcome. Just 2 minutes of quiet presence. 5. Why it works, and you don't need to believe in it. Here's the surprising truth. You don't need to feel calm for the ritual to work. You don't need to believe in it. You just need to do it. Because your brain doesn't change based on belief, it changes based on association. The human brain runs on patterns. It craves rhythm, signals, predictability. That's why trauma sticks. It's repeated emotional overload. That's why meditation works. It's repeated emotional stillness. The silent anchor works through a principle called neuroassociative conditioning. That means when you repeat a small ritual in the same way, at the same time, every day, your brain begins to link that action to a specific mental state. Breath equals calm. Focus equals control. Phrase equals intention. Repeat it enough, and those connections become automatic. It's like installing a mental switch. You don't have to think, your body just knows. This is the moment we reset. 11. Advanced customization, week 2 and beyond. After 7 to 10 days of doing the ritual consistently, you might feel the urge to deepen it. That's a good sign. The key is not to complicate it, but to personalize it. Here's how. Change the phrase. Your phrase should match what you're working through. Try, I forgive myself. I am building slowly. I don't need to rush. This is my moment. I return to myself. Let it evolve as your internal state changes. Add a sensory cue. Use essential oil like lavender or eucalyptus. Smell is a strong memory trigger. Light a candle. Same scent, same ritual equals stronger association. Play soft ambient music. Nature sounds. Rain, piano, lo-fi. Use the same space every time. Your corner, your floor, your chair. These cues act like mental bookmarks. They teach your body to respond faster. Add movement if needed. Some people prefer to stand up and do a gentle stretch. Do it in sunlight. Do a single yoga pose like mountain pose or child's pose. Physicality can help deepen your attention, especially if your body is restless. Add a one-line journal entry. Right after the ritual, write down just one sentence. Today, I feel, what I noticed was, what I need is. This helps you build emotional awareness without overthinking. Over time, it becomes a quiet log of your internal state. If this video gave you something, a moment of peace, clarity, or even just a breath of stillness, don't keep it to yourself. Try the ritual tomorrow morning. Not perfectly, not for anyone else, just for you. And if it helps, even a little, share this video with one person who might be stuck in their own mental fog. Someone you care about, someone who's overwhelmed, someone who just needs 2 quiet minutes to come back to themselves. And if you've already started the ritual, tell us how it's going. Your story might be the exact message someone else needs to hear today. 6. Your brain doesn't need big changes, it needs repetition. You've been told you need massive change. A life transformation, but that's a lie the self-help industry sells to keep you clicking. In reality, your brain doesn't care about the size of the change. It only cares about the consistency of the cue. You could meditate for an hour once a month, or sit in silence for 2 minutes every day. Guess which one rewires your brain faster? The silent anchor becomes powerful because it's small enough to repeat. It doesn't require energy, willpower, or inspiration. You don't do it when you feel good. You do it because you've decided to become someone who shows up, no matter what, and that's what makes it transformational. 7. Real stories from real lives. Is 1. The teen in Osaka. A 15-year-old student in Osaka had stopped speaking in class for over 6 months. He was bullied, isolated, and failing academically. A school counselor introduced the silent anchor. At first, the boy just sat there, didn't speak, didn't respond, but he did the breathing, the focus, the phrase. Day 5, he made eye contact. Day 15, he answered a question in class. Day 30, he started helping another student. Day 60, He auditioned for the debate team. The counselor said, he didn't become someone else. He just returned to himself. Case 2. The burned-out entrepreneur. A startup founder in his 30s had hit a wall. He was running on caffeine and pressure. His body was tense. His sleep was gone. His creativity disappeared. Therapy helped, coaching helped, but nothing stuck. He began doing the silent anchor every morning before opening his laptop. After 2 weeks, his journal read, "This is the first time I've felt like I'm not being chased by my own goals." It wasn't about motivation. It was about coming back to the present, before the noise began. Case 3. The anxious single mom. A mother of 2 battling panic attacks and financial stress started using the ritual in secret. 2 minutes while her kids slept. She whispered the same phrase every morning, "I forgive myself." After 45 days, she said, "It didn't remove the fear, but it gave me something to stand on inside the fear." Case 4. The creative block. A screenwriter, stuck on a project for over 6 months, used the ritual every morning before opening his screenplay document. His words? "It doesn't spark creativity. It removes the mental static." By day 20, he finished Act 1. By day 45, the script was done. How identity actually shifts. Most people wait to feel like the person they want to become before acting like them. They think, "I'll act disciplined when I feel focused. I'll meditate when I'm calm. I'll take action when I feel ready." But that never happens, because feeling follows identity, and identity is shaped by action repeated over time. When you do a 2-minute ritual every single morning, you're sending this message to your subconscious. I am someone who shows up, even in the fog, even when no one is watching. That's the moment your identity starts to change. Not because you said the right thing, not because you journaled the perfect thought, but because you acted consistently with intention. Repetition builds self-trust. The most powerful thing you can build is not confidence. It's not motivation. It's not even clarity. It's self-trust. The ability to believe, if I say I'll show up, I will. And the fastest way to build self-trust is by keeping micro-promises to yourself. The silent anchor is one of those micro-promises. 2 minutes, every day. No matter how you feel, no performance, no outcome, just the act of presence. Over time, this small act becomes a mirror. It reflects back the truth that you can rely on yourself again. 10. How to start without overthinking it. Let's make this easy. Here's exactly how to begin. Step 1. Set your alarm 2 minutes earlier than usual. Step 2. When you wake up, don't grab your phone. Don't talk, just sit. Step 3. Do the 3 steps of the silent anchor. 1. Breathe. 4 seconds in, 4 hold, 4 out, 3 rounds. 2. Focus. Stare at one object for 60 seconds. 3. Phrase. Whisper your anchor phrase. That's it. No fancy setup, no special tools, no app. You can do it in your bed, on the floor, in your bathroom, doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is you doing it. Even if it feels awkward, even if it feels like it's not working. Because the goal is not instant transformation. The goal is a signal, a small internal message that says, I choose to begin. I choose presence over pressure.